Coach Lintz here today, and I want to take you through our dumbbell variations of overhead pressing. You want to make sure you have overhead pressing as part of your lifts because you want to make sure you keep your shoulders nice and strong through different ranges of motion. It also will help increase your bench press. We work with a lot of overhead sport athletes, so the more we can get stronger up and through, it's going to save those shoulders and help them either hit the ball harder, get the arm through the water a little bit faster, and just keep that body nice and strong and solid. So today we're going to go through our dumbbell variations. So we have three of them we're going to go through. We're going to do a seated overhead press, a standing overhead press, and then a little power with an explosive or a push press. Starting off with the seated, going to be on the ground. From here, grabbing two dumbbells. You want to keep the legs straight on in front of you. What this is going to do now is take away that lower body, really force you to use those abs. From there, always want to make sure those elbows are neutral at the bottom. Core tight, pop that chest up, drive the elbows up and out to the side, stick the head through slightly at the top. So again, core tight, up, through, and stick it from the top. From the side, you're watching right in here, and then where I'm finishing at the top. So elbows to the front, head through, making sure they're keeping a nice big chest as it comes through. Again, this one's really going to work that core as you're taking out the legs. Just want to comment though, we always go from neutral to head through as it allows the scaps to move the most. With that movement of the scaps, it's going to really help keep those shoulders nice and healthy as compared to just keeping it out here. Your scaps don't move as much. Neutral grip, if you have shoulder injuries, keep it more neutral. The next one is going to be a standing overhead press. So the standing, you want to make sure your core is tight. This is a big one. Pull the hips forward, slight knee bend, keeping your body in a straight line, and just moving the arms on the press. So again, from that side, you want to see shoulders tight, or keeping that core tight, sticking the head through at the top. A common problem you will see with this is in that low back. As you're setting up, you're going to see the hips dip back and try to push up, struggle through. A lot of that force then is going to that low back and going to cause some low back problems. We don't want that. We want to make sure everything's nice and strong. Next one then is going to be our push press. Some people call it a push jerk, depending on how their feet leave the ground. We just like to keep it simple, call it a push press. So you're going to dip down, core tight, slight knee bend, dip and punch. Dip down, punch it. As you're dipping, you're just trying to keep that torso straight down and then punch it up. On this one, I'll usually keep the hands neutral to keep everything in nice and line. You can rotate it, but I like to keep that one nice and neutral as you're working on, try to get a little force up and through, a little extra punch at the top. So those are the three different dumbbell variations we'll use here at Wisconsin Sports Performance. So the seated one, get the core tight, abs activated. It's gonna be a little bit lighter too to make sure they get the proper form with their hands. Standing then, transferring everything from the ground to up on your feet. And the last one, gotta transfer it into power. We work with athletes, so gotta make sure it's explosive.